Hello guys, it's Tonton from State 948. Welcome to a new video on my channel. Sorry for not making one yesterday. Was not really home for most of the day and came back a bit late, so yeah, I decided to skip yesterday. So I'll make up. I'll do two todays. So today we'll do a quick overview right now with this video about Frostfire. I'll showcase the two strategy I advise you to do. One that is very active strategy that require a kind of focused gameplay, playing for like 30 minutes, and that could be, I mean, for me, I never finish below 5, nearly. I'm always top, like 99% of the time, I'm in top 5, often top 3, 2, and for a long time, top 1, or in the early days when people did not know how to play Frostfire Mine yet. Now people know, so it's a bit harder. And the second strategy, that's more like a chill strategy. If you still want to rank top 10, top 20 for a bit of extra reward, and you don't want to stress too much, and you don't want to have to like fight for too long, that the second strategy can be used by whales on level 3 mines to be rank 1 as well. So that the whale strategy for rank 1 that is declined to level 2 or level 1 mines for free to play to chill. Basically, it's a farmville strategy, it's very easy to do. And later today at 11 UTC, so in a few hours from now, I'll be live streaming the second strategy with my farm, so the chill strategy. So I practiced it once last month. I mean, last 14 days ago, I finished 11 or 12, something like that. And I think I can do top 10 if I play it better. So I'll try to achieve that. I have no doubt you can do top 10 easily with it. If you are strong enough to be in the level 2 mines area. If you are in the level 3 mine area and you are a whale and you are a big spender and you are one of the strongest player in the Frostfire Mine, you can be rank 1 with it. And if you are weaker and you can only stay in level 1 area, either you use the other strategy, the first one we will see together today, or you can still use the second one we will see together today, and you will make points. That you will get for sure. You will do 150k, and ranking rewards, you see, between top 20 and top 50, there is not a big difference. So if you used to be top 50 and you get in top 10, it's a decent difference, but it's not even big. Like the real difference is if you can make it to top 5. So the first strategy we will see is to allow you to be top 5, because that's where the good rewards are. Between top 3 and top 1, it's twice the amount nearly. So you really want to be as often as you can top 1. After that, what you care to do is to do your 150k points, and if you care to rank a bit better, then maybe the strategy I'm sharing with you should help you to get tiny bit more rewards, but to be honest, it's really small. I suggest you do it if you're on your main city. You do it Frostfire every week, of course, because between these rewards, that charm, speed up, resources, that's kind of a lot. I mean, that's some training speed up. You have 1 day of training speed ups. You have 30 charm guides, and there you get a bit more. I think it's totally worth 30 minutes of playing, especially if you have a chance to rank top 5. So let's go through the strategy. I won't explain how Frostfire Mine works. If you are new to the game and you want to know like all the small details about the event, there are many guides about explaining how it works. What I'm trying to teach here is how to rank and how to be good at the game. So I'll cover some basic because I need to explain that properly, but I won't cover the whole event from scratch. So if you don't know about Frostfire, you will see it's quite easy, and you will find many videos to explain the basic on YouTube. So, and just before we start, you can see my ranking, right? So what I'm sharing with you works. That's why I'm saying top 5 is regularly. I've been a lot more top 5 than in the past. I used to be top 1, 2, 3 nearly every week at the beginning. I cannot show you. It's more than a year ago. But you can see in that case, I'm top 5, and all these people, they had castle, for example. they had a few seconds in the castle. So I was, if I recall well, I was rank 1 for most of the game, and then or rank 2, and then people could get into castle because they are stronger than me, or they are strong enough to get a chance to get to the castle, and so they had extra point at the end. But that's, you know, how you historically look like. Like there is a rank 13 here because I messed up a skill. I used the wrong, I selected the wrong skill, and I realized too late. So I was like, you know, watching a video on the side. I was doing it without thinking too much because I'm kind of get used to, you know, to Frostfire Mine for a year and a half doing the same strategy. So that I messed up a skill that is crucial, so I'm missing 100k points, and that's I will explain to you how. So you see, like on bad, like very challenging maps, if you don't mess up your skill, you will do 380, 390 points, k points. On better runs, you could go up to above 450 or 410, 420. It's closer to 400k. So if you don't do 400k with the first strategy, we will see today regularly, you are not good enough yet with it. You are not executing well enough. It's not a question of strategy, then it's a question of execution. If you don't know how to execute a strategy well, you know, you can have the best strategy in the world, it's not gonna work. So let's go in the first strategy. The first strategy, ideally you want to use your phone or your tablets. I'm recording on the computer, I'm using a mouse, it's a lot slower to do. That's why I don't stream the first strategy today. I'll stream the chill version, not the kind of intense one that allow you to rank 1, because I cannot record it on my laptop, on my desktop computer, and I don't have a setup yet to record on my phone that is decent, that I can stream at the same time. I mean, the first video I've made on this channel was recorded on my phone and was Frostfire Mine video, because that's how I started months ago, explaining people in my alliance how to do better, because I struggle with it. But the quality is very bad, so until I find a better way to do it, I won't record on my phone again, because the quality is very bad. But if you really want to see the strategy in action, I'll post a link below this video, so you will have access to my first video ever, which is showing you how to rank. And then if it should have been this one, right? I think I started early February, so that should be this match. So see, I'm finishing 2, and the first guy is using the strategy I'll share later. That's allowing you how to be first, basically, for whales. So that's the second strategy, but the whale version. So I'm kind of covering 2 strategies today, 3 strategies, right? Two different ones, but one can be for ranking top 10 for little spenders, or, you know, kind of free to play, and the other alternative is for whales. So let me change screen. So you see that on the top you have a map of Frostfire Mine. So at the center is the volcano, then you can occupy the kind of castle, and you have 3 zones. You have the dark green at the center, where you get level 3 mines, the light green around it, where you get the level 2 mines, and you have kind of the grayish area on the borders, which is the biggest area, where you have level 1 mine, sorry. And we will stay in the first strategy, we will stay at all time in level 1 mines, and we will kill patrol. So if you look at patrol, you have 2 types, right? You have level 2 and level 1. And as you can see, level 2, they give twice the amount of points. Level 1, they give 75 points to unlock a skill, or points, yeah. And the other give 150. So when you are starting the game, whichever strategy you use, you will want to be hunting for patrol, because they give these 55, sorry, or 150 are used to unlock skills, and I'll talk about skills in a minute. So you will want to focus on level 2, because you will unlock your skills faster. So in most of the time, I just stay where I am. So I join the Frostfire Mine, I stay where I am. On the video about the first strategy, the first video of the channel, you see me moving, and I explain why in the video, because it's a very bad start, but 95% of the time, like I don't move when I enter the battlefield. I just start where the games make me start basically. So you don't need to move. I use between 0 of my own teleports and up to 2 of my own teleports per Frostfire Mine. And most weeks I use 0 because you get free teleports from time to time. So I just optimizing getting free teleports. So you want to focus on killing patrols. The strategy is about killing patrols for 30 minutes with a tiny bit of in between. When it comes to skills, you have 5 skills, right? So on the left, that this one you have Ori shall come when you per minute when you occupy a mine. That you don't want for the first strategy. You want the other one, which is on the right. You want defeat patrols, give 1,500 Ori shall come. So because you will basically kill patrols all the time with 5 to 6 marches. Again, the strategies I'm giving and the ranking I'm giving, it's for people with 6 marches. If you have only 5 marches, you cannot make as much point because you got 1 marches less. So you can still apply the strategy. You will just make less point and it will be harder to rank. And you can probably forget being top 5, but you can make top 10, top 20, no problem. That's okay. So with the strategy, the first strategy. To be able to rank 1 or top 5, you need to go on the right first. If you want to go on the right, you get Ori shall come for every time you kill a patrol, and you will kill shitload of patrol always. Then on the second level, you can have troop capacity deployment, or you can have march speeds. Because we will go back and forth to kill patrol, we want march speed. So you go right. Then level 3, you have 2 options. You get 5,000 Ori shall come when you either occupy a vein successfully, trigger once per minute, or when you failing to occupy a vein and again once per minute. So if you attack a vein, level 1, 2, 3 vein, whichever, and then either there are no monster in it or there are another player, and if you win the battle and you occupy the mine, you get that. You get 5k. Failing to occupy the mine, that means you attack another vein, a vein that is held by another player, and you are failing. He is stronger than you, so you are losing the battle. Some people use this one when you fail to occupy a vein and they are sending a march without heroes. They're only sending troops and they are not occupying a vein, so they are sending troops to someone that's stronger and they are failing because there is no heroes, so it's only your troops and the opponents as heroes. So unless you have crazy percentages and you have so much stronger than the other one, then you will likely lose, right? But if you are Fire Crystal 6 like me and you attack a Fire Crystal 2 player, you might still win. You might still win without heroes. So this one, the right option, I don't find it working very well. I tested it. I always did less point than when I used the first one. And the first one is very important, the left one. So it's right, left. And on the day, I ranked 13. I was showing you in the historical ranking. I did right. I forgot to pick on the left and I did not realize, so I did not use the 5k Ori shall come for most of the battle because I was kind of multitasking and not paying too much attention. So that's why I'm missing 100k points. The event is 30 minutes. You will get that skill after a few minutes. So you will have 20 plus occasions, 20 up to 25 to get 500k points. 5,000, sorry, k points. No, 5,000 points, not k, 5,000 points. So if you do it 20 times and you are not that good, that's 100k points in total. If you are doing 25 times because you do it on the clock and you are amazingly good, it's 125k points. So that's the talent that gives you the most points by far. This one is level 3. And so that means that, and I'll show you today a bit in the video, and you will see in the video that I linked down below. I'll talk about that a lot while I'll play, and you need to pay attention when you send your troops in the mine to make sure, to note the minute and the second where you get the point. So you know that 1 minute later, you need to have a march that's coming to another mine again. So that's very important, and that's the difference between making 300k points and 400k points consistently and ranking top 1 to 5 to top 10. That's the key is here. is of course finding patrols effectively and killing patrol all the way. And one of the big keys here, there are other stuff, but one of the main things is here. Then level 4 skill, usually it doesn't really matter, right? Is increase or shall come gather efficiency when you occupy in a vein. So it's a mine basically. So if you gather, you want to use that. If you fight a lot, you want to use the other one. I still tend to take, like, I don't fight other players. I really don't with that first strategy, and even with the second one. So I don't need my hero. You know, if you get defeated in Frostfire Mine, your heroes are on 5-minute timer and you cannot use them again. So if you are fighting a lot, or you are planning to fight with your strategy, and you make mistakes and you get your ass kicked by a stronger opponent, you know, then you might want that one, like the right talent. But to be honest, like if you fight, you are wasting time in that event. It's not worth fighting. So you want to gather, and you want as much O shall come as you can, because the 400k points I'm talking about that allowing you to rank is O shall come you accumulated, right? That's, I assume you know that by now, playing Frostfire Mine. So you want to accumulate as much O shall come as you can. So you want to go then right, left, right, left, for talents. And then on the last one, you have two options, and you want to go on the right again, because you have a gathering speed increase by 50 for 60 seconds, or you have damage dealt by troops. So of course, some whales think they need the first one because they want to fight for the middle. That's a big mistake, and that's how you end up being a whale, a very strong player, even having the middle for a little while, and you don't make points. You are not ranking in the top 5, in the top 10. I've seen so many whales, like dudes, they have like they are so strong, and they rank like shit because they don't understand how this event works, and they play poorly. And that's because they often take this talent. They even take sometimes the troop deployment capacity, which is it's a bit more debatable. You know that you could use 12,000 more 100 troops. But what matters is you unlock your talent as quickly as possible for whichever strategy you use. So for that, you want move speed, right? You want march speeds. To get, unless you can speed up your march with gems and you don't care, then maybe you take the other one. But for us that have to walk and cannot speed all our marches because we don't spend, $1,000 on this game every month or every week. Yeah, march speed is great. So you want march speeds nearly in every situation, and you want mining faster, because that's the way that skill is working is you have all your marches in your base. You use the skill, and every march that's going out of your base will keep that as long as they stay in the mine. So, and we talk about, that's what makes the second strategy we'll talk about today work, basically. And that, because that will allow you to gather so much more, basically. So that's really about it. What else is on the wiki? Okay, nothing more. So because I don't have gameplay footage, I'll talk to you about the strategies. So now please listen carefully. So first strategy, now that I explained the talent is right, left, right. You are popping in the game. You want to send marches around you, and if you get level 2 monsters around you, then send your Gina, your Wallis Bokan to them, with preset marches so they walk faster. It might worth spending, 2,000 gems very early, like with speed ups, 400 gem speed ups, walking speed ups, 25% march time speed ups to get some of these. And you want to only basically kill patrols to unlock talents as soon as possible. So if you kill a level 2 patrol, you will unlock the first talent. Or if you kill 2 level 1 patrol, you will unlock that. So you send out your 6 marches, unless you have a patrol very close to your city, and you are waiting for the talent to be available, right? So as soon as it's available, you add this one, because this one is giving 1,500 ore shall come per patrol you kill. So let's say you send one march with Wallis Bokan and Gina to a level 2 mine patrol. you send your 5 other matches. Wallis Bokan and Gina is arriving first. You click that, you pick the talent, then you will have 5 marches killing patrol, which give you, 1,500 per march. So that's 7,500 points you will get for free, right? So that's a lot of points. So you need to make sure to not delay picking talents. And then by the time your troops are coming back to your city and you are sending them again, hopefully you had enough points to get, you have enough level 2 patrols to get the walking speed, marching speed, so you get the second talent. And then you keep sending 6 marches to patrol until you unlock the third talent. When you unlock the third talent, what you want to do is every minute, this one, right? Obtain 5,000 official com when occupying and trigger once every minute, per minute. So now you need to pay attention. So you want your city to be close to a mine and you want to send a patrol every minute, a march, as close as you, in that mine, so they need to occupy it just for a second, right? When you march enter the mine, it counts as occupying, you get the rewards, and you can put it back to send it again to find patrols. What you will see, is that there are kind of waves, right? You are starting the map, there is patrols everywhere, and everyone is looking for patrols, so there are no patrols. And you will see that around minute 25, patrols will start to come back slowly. So let's say your minutes, minutes are from 30 to 1. It starts at 30 and it's a countdown to 0 basically. So when 5 minutes lapsed and you spend 5 minutes playing, you start to have patrol that appears again. And again at 24 minutes 30 and at 24 minutes if I recall well. So you will find yourself in a position where you might get your 6 marches waiting to get patrol. So, minute 27, 26, I might send some of the marches 2, 3 to gather a bit on level 1 mine. It's not a lot because you got basically 8 official com per second, right? So it's really not a lot, but it's a tiny bit, and I will make sure I'm sending a march to a mine every minute. So I get 5,000 points from that, and then around minute 25, I make sure I have all my marches in my base, and then I send them again. And then, it will be another 5 minutes until we have volcanoes, and I'll talk about volcano in a moment. So just before volcanoes, around minute 22, 21, I might send a few marches to farm again, right? Not all of them. I always want marches that are going for patrols if I find one or if I go a bit further from my base. And something you want to do when you look for patrol, and you will see it on the video, I'm looking with my, I'm tapping around basically. I'm tapping around with my finger on the phone to look around. I'm not using the button that locates nearby marches. I nearly ever use that one because I want to make circles around my base, like closer to further. So I go, I scan what's close to me, because sometimes when you use the find a mine patrol button, it's showing you patrols 3 minutes away. 2 minutes away. So your marches will go 2 minutes and come back 2 minutes. You don't have a march for 4 minutes, and that's not okay. Don't send a march beyond 1 minute and a half from your base. That's already 3 minutes for a march. It's already a lot. So, so make circles and look at patrols around your base and tap to move around and to navigate around your base. So that's really important. Then minute 20 happens, and you will have volcanoes. So you need to get 5 to 6 volcanoes every time. So minute 20 you have volcanoes, minute 19 you have volcanoes, minute 18 you have volcanoes. So you have 3 waves of volcano every minute. Gathering a volcano takes more or less 30-40 seconds for your troops. So you want to get volcanoes, and the way you handle that is you send your stronger march closer to your enemies. So if you have weaker players, but with their best march, they might kick you the butts of your weakest march, something like that, or similar power players. You send your best march, your best heroes close to your enemy, so often the further from you, and you send your weak march close to you, and close to you, basically. And what you could do is to send one march to a close volcano, very quickly, so it comes back very quickly, and then you have a chance to trigger level 3 skills again. So You send one march to the closest volcano, maybe a weak march or strong, whichever. Then you send your 5 other march to other volcano. The first march you send, because it was marching time was low, it will come back to you, to your base, and you will have time either to get for a patrol that's very close to you, like if some are very close to your base, or more importantly, you will be able to get 5,000 from a mine, right? From gathering every minute. And if you manage that well, while you do volcano, you can still get 5 to 6 volcano every time they appear. And on top of that, you can get 5k from the level 3 talent because you managed to occupy a mine. And that's possible only if you have a mine very close to your base. And that's basically the first 10 minutes I described. It's how you want to play the full event. The only thing that is important is minute 18. So there is the third wave of volcano popping. So I send my 6 marches. And then I'm looking in the level 1 area, so the outer border of the map, for a spot where there is 5 to 6 other volcanoes that are not being gathered. So I send my marches, they gather the volcano, and I have 10-20 seconds to find another spot where I can teleport. At that point in time, I got a free teleport by the game. So I will teleport to get a fourth wave of volcano, basically. And at least I want 3 or 4. And most likely I'm looking for 5 or 6. And that's why I'm using the level 5 talents on the third, before I send my marches on the third wave of volcano. So minute 18 and minute 8. So minute, like at, let's say, 18 and 20 seconds, I pop the level 5 skill to gather faster. So my march are coming back to my city, and because the buff will be active, because the buff is active for a minute, right? So I pop it at 18-20 seconds. So when I will send them again at 18, when the volcanoes are spawning again, I'll have the buff active. They will gather faster. So then I can teleport as quickly as possible. Sometimes I teleport when, 1 or 2 marches are still gathering and the other one are coming back, because there are other players doing that, looking for a spot with available volcanoes to gather them again. So you want to be one of the first players to go and to get them, because then other players will try to find another spot if you are there. So you get the fourth wave of volcano. And that's, if you look at, volcano is giving you 400k points, right? So that's a lot. That's a lot as well. So if you get 500-600k volcano, extra volcano 2 times, you make 30-40k points, and you make more points by doing that than killing patrols. It's faster to do that. It make more points. So it's not as good, as being really good with level 3 talent, but it really helps. And if you are good, that's why I'm suggesting to play on your phone or tablet, to looking around for patrols. If you are good for every minute getting 5k from occupying a vein, if you are good by getting volcano and 4 rounds of volcano, and you will do that minute 8 as well, you will port again, you will have another free teleport from the game, and you will basically get a fourth wave. So that's basically it, really. So you first 5 minutes you unpatrol a lot, because there is no patrol anymore until minute 25-24. Then maybe you send 1 or 2, 3 troops together and you still hunt for patrol. Then you make sure minute 25 you send for patrol with spawn in waves, and you will have multiple waves so you can get patrols. You send again all your marches, and by minute 20 you should have unlocked all your skills. Like on a bad map with too many people, you might not unlock the last level skill, but you need to unlock the 4 level skill between minute 20. That's a good indication. If by minute 20 for the first volcano you have only the 4 first skills, you know that you're a bit behind. If you have the 5th skill unlocked, you are doing well with patrol. So you do that, you do the volcano, you do 4th wave of volcano. While you do the 4th wave of volcano and the teleport and the other wave of volcano, you try to get level 3 skill triggered 1 or twice, because a volcano is 4k points, right? As we've seen. Level 3 skill point is 5k. So it's more important to trigger your skill properly than to get a volcano, and it takes less time usually, because you have to walk to the volcano, you have to gather it and you have to walk back. For the level 3 skills, you have to walk to the mine and you can pull it off immediately. So you can trigger that skill. Let's say you get 5 volcano only and you have 6 marches. You send your march, you trigger that, you get the 5k, then you get with that extra march, you get to either another volcano or you get 1 or 2 patrol. So within that minute, you will have get you got 4k from 5k from the skill plus 1 or 2 patrol, so it's 5.5k, 7k out of instead of 4k of a volcano. So it's a lot better to do that sometimes than going for a 6 volcano. But it really depends on where you are, the opponents around you, or they play and stuff like that. One extra thing that's really important, once you teleport, either you use your own one at the beginning or you use the free one later, you want to port close to a mine. And you want to always stay in the level 1 area and not to get too close to level 2 area. Every time I try to get closer to level 2 area, because I'm like, I'll get a bit more point by gathering, it's a lot harder to find patrols. I made less point. I did not rank as well. So every time I tested it 10 times, especially at the beginning of the... I stopped after a while, I learned my lessons. But I tested it a lot in the early days. And I would rank 1 or 2 every time if I stayed in the level 1 area. And I'll start to rank closer to rank 5 if I move closer to level 2 mines area. So stay really in the level 1 area. You kill patrol for 30 minutes with this 5-minute cycle of patrols are available. Then, after 2, 3, 4 minutes, there are less patrols. So you can gather a tiny bit. And then, so it's, minute 25, patrols are coming back. Around minute 20, so when they are the volcano, minute 15, minute 10 around the volcano, minute 5, and at the end. So that it's a cyclical event, and at the beginning nobody told me about this, the fact that these things are cyclical, and I had to learn it the hard way. So kind of now you know how it works. You will be able to you kind of adapt your gameplay. Say, okay, now I know it's minute 26, so I know there won't be any new patrol coming, very likely new patrol spawning, so I'll gather for 30 seconds. It's not a lot, it's a few hundred extra, or a shall come. You might, if you don't care to be a rank 1 and to aim for rank 2 or 3 even, you can chill, you can relax, and you can do half of the strategy. But understand that if you want to have a chance at rank 1, you have to be good at finding patrols. You have to be good on every minute, at least 20 times per event, if not closer to 25 times, to get 500k by occupying a vein. You have to be good by using your level 5 skill on the last wave of volcano to get, to collect the current one faster, so you can teleport sooner. Then you can collect the next volcano probably as well faster, because that lasts for a minute, so you can collect these as well, so you can go and hunt patrols again, because while you collect a fourth wave of volcano, people are starting to hunt patrols and they will take patrols around you. So you want all that fourth volcano you get to be super effective. So you use the skill 10 seconds, for example, before minute 18. Minute 18, you send your 5-6 marches to gather as much as you can. Maybe you send 1 on a vein to get the 5k for occupying a vein. You search for a new spot. As soon as you find a spot, you teleport. You get 6 volcano again, and then you start to hunt for 5 march with 4 patrols, and 1 march for occupying a vein, and then you send it to a patrol, and that kind of stuff. And you repeat that until the end. If you are a decently strong player, after minute 10, when the middle opens, you can send your best march to the middle. And for me, I had it work once or twice. So, for example, there's like 2 very strong players fighting, and I just arrived after one of the strong dude attacked the stronger dude in the castle, and the one in the middle, in the volcano castle in the middle, they had like 10k troops left. So that's very good timing. That's very lucky. I got kicked out immediately by another stronger player than me, so I got the volcano for 3 seconds in the middle. And getting the volcano is really, I'll try to show you. No, is really, can we see it? Yeah, see? So it's based on ranking, right? But often there are only 2, 3, 4 people that get it. So if you get the volcano in the center, they call it the smelter, right? If you get the smelter for a few seconds and you are, top 5, top 6, then that's a lot of points for sending one march, because it's not taking away from the 6 march you can send. It's a special march. It's just taking away your best heroes. But because you are not fighting with other player, you don't care to lose your best heroes, to send them away very far, because I'm in the level 1 area, so it takes like 3 minutes to walk to the smelter, and they will take 3 minutes to come back. But because I'm not fighting anyone, then, doesn't matter. So that's the first strategy. I have it in a written version. If you want to, just let me know in the comments, and I'll share it with you guys in a written version. The second strategy, the beginning is the same. The beginning is the same, is that you want to, let's go back to the wiki. You want to be in the level 1 area, and you want to unlock your skills. And the strategy relies on the last skill, and on the bottom right, on the gathering skill. Even if you're a whale, even if you're a monster, even if you are the strongest player in the map, and you are sure to get a smelter in the middle, you want to take that skill, because that's how you make 600k points. And if you look, let me show you the ranking. So let me hide that ranking. So nobody was using it here. 2 little points. I think was what? Where was it? I think that guy was using it, but I'm not sure. But I've seen not too long ago someone using it. Yeah, maybe it was on my farm, I forgot. But you can make 500k to 600k points, and you will find video guides of whales doing 600k points and being first every time. So how it works? You stay in the level 1 area, or if you're a whale, some people stay in level 3. It really depends, right? If you can speed up marches and stuff. But your goal, which however you achieve it, is to unlock all that as soon as possible. So you want to hunt for level 2 patrols, right? As much as you can. You can speed up your marches if you are a whale. If you do it to do the chill version of the strategy and not to rank first, stay in the level 1 area mine. If you're a whale and you want to rank first with that second strategy, go wherever you need to and burn teleports. If you need to, that's okay, because then you will never move. So you focus the first 5-10 minutes to unlock all the skill. When you unlock all the skill, what you do is, if you are a free-to-play low spender, you port to level 2 area, you pop the skill, you recall all your march, and you need to port to an area where you have 5 mines available to you. And I'll explain the skill tree you can do, but I explain the strategy first. So you want to port to level 2 mine area when you have 5 mines that are available. So either a weaker player you can kick out of the mines, or either fresh mines. Something I forgot about the collecting the extra, things at the corner of the mines. But I'll talk about that later. I'll try not to forget that. That's give you a lot of points too. So you port to, you unlock your skill the first, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 minutes if you are good at it. Then you port to that level 2 area and you pop the buff. All your at least 5 marches are inside. You pop the buff to gather faster, and then you send your marches to level 2 mines. And whales, they do the same, but they send their marches to level 3 mines. And that will work until the mine expire if you never recall your troops. And that you make more points doing that, farming in level 2 mines with the skill active, and even far more points level 3 mines with the skill active than doing volcanoes or killing patrols. So that's why I call it farmville and chill. It's just a bit of a rush for the first 10 minutes to unlock your skill tree, right? And I'll explain it in a second, what you want for the second strategy. But as soon as you unlocked it, you have 5 marches in your mines, and they don't move. You don't go for volcanoes with them. You don't teleport again. You just leave them in the freaking mines, and that's all you do. And the mines will eventually, they will run out. So around minutes 10 to 5 minutes in the event, you will have to, use the skill again, and send to 5 new mines. That's all you have to do. So you will keep one march, and what that march will do is because you will use the level 3 skill to collect to occupy a mine. That march will go between patrols, volcanoes, and occupying a vein every minute. So you have one march that kind of going around and doing these 3 things. So every minute it's occupying a vein. That's the most lucrative things you can do. Then if there is no vein, or within the cooldown, you can go to kill 1 or 2 patrol if they are close by. So ideally you want that march to be with Gina and Wallis Bokan, maybe, probably. And then in between occupying vein, if there is volcano, you want to go with the volcano, but only with 1 freaking march, right? Only with that. The 5 of the march, they stay in level 2 veins. They stay 2 mines, veins, whichever. They stay in level 3 mines or vein all the freaking time. And you just, when these expire, you just send them again. So how do you play with the skill tree to do that? Because you won't kill as much patrol, you want to go on the left. So you want to have 1080 or we shall come every minute. You will make more points this way. I would still suggest to go with the move speed if you are a low spender, because that will help you to get more patrols and to get faster with unlocking all of the talents, and you will basically be able to start the strategy that give the points sooner. I made a video last week about it. I think while unlocking the talent, I had a bad start on my farm. I was like rank 50 and I finished rank 12. So as soon as I unlock all my talent and I put 5 marches in level 2 mines, and I think I got only, sometimes I had 3 or 4 marches because I messed it up. So I did not even have 5 marches all the time with the buff. And I still finished like top 12, I think. And then you saw me like keep climbing every minute. I will climb the ladder and ranks basically. And I had nothing to do, right? I had 5 marches in mining, and I was bad because I was recording a video. I was really bad at getting extra racial come from occupying a vein and things like that. I was very bad at timing, getting extra patrols because I was focusing on explaining the strategy. And I finished 12. So that's why I think you can really finish top 10 easily. So you go left, right. Then you will go left again. So you want to occupy a vein, right? Then you want to have a buff when you gather, of course. Oh, sorry, I'm showing the wrong screen. So let me go back to the wiki. So you want to go left to get a racial com per minute when you gather. Then you want to get the move speed I explained. Then you want to go left again to get 5k when you occupy. Then you want to get left to get gathering efficiency. So, and then you want to get right for the last one to get the buff of 50 gathering. I mean, between that, the one on the left level 4 and the one on the right level 5, I think it brings like the 33 to 57 on level 3 mines, and I think that goes to 27 from level 2. So, and like, if you doubt, come and hang out with me in a few hours from now, in less than 2 hours from now, watch me live doing it, watch the video. It just works. Like those 2 strategies just works. So first strategy, patrol, volcano, that's kind of the typical strategy. I just optimized it. That's the one you will find in most guides on YouTube. So my version is a bit more optimized, and that's why I can have such a good ranking most of the time, basically. And it's really not. I'm not trying to brag. I'm just trying to show you it works. I care, if I try to use a strategy in a video game. For me, I care if it works and if it gives result. I don't care if it's fun to play or not. I care if it gets me results, and that gives me a result. And again, for the first year, I used to be 1 or 2 nearly every week. Now people know how to play, so it's a lot harder for me to rank. A lot harder, I mean, still decent, right? Top 5 every time. But for the first year of the game, I used that strategy because I knew it from my previous states, and I got first or second 90% of the time. So, you know, if you're on a newer state and if you master the strategy, it can really, it's a lot of charm over a year. It's a lot of free, you know, free charms between, you know, between top 5 or top 2. It's a lot for free. So it works. So that's about it for the strategies. I'll showcase the second one today, the chill version on my farm, so in level 2 mines, to try to get top 10. Something I did not mention, and I don't know if I can show you based on the wiki, is when you occupy a mine for the first time, there are 3 things, you know, 3 corners of the mine that you can collect and that give you extra rich outcome. So something I do on the first strategy is around minute, you know, I send, I kill all patrols everywhere. Then at some points there are less patrols, so instead of just gathering in the mines close to me, I send my marches to trigger, like to open all the mines to get the 3 extra things in the corner you can collect. And I'm doing that slowly over time, so I can always have that extra queue, that extra march you get for your scouts, you know, that goes around and collect these things. And so you pop 10 mines around you slowly, so other people do not steal them from you, because if you pop all the mines too quick, people will come and collect it, and you will get extra. And in the down times, when you don't have patrols, around minute 26, around minute 22 or 21, around minute 16, like when there is not much to do, that could be a good filler activity. You have popped some mines before, you are having 2 or 3 marches gathering, and you have collecting these extra original come from the corner of the mines, plus on top of that you have 1 or 2 or 3 marches that are still hunting for patrols. And if you do all these things, you will do well, my friend. See you in less than 2 hours for a live stream. You can come with your question about the game, about Frostfire Mine. I'll be showcasing the strategy live on my computer, which will make the 10 first minutes to unlock all the talents even harder to do, which is not a good thing for me, but I'll still show you it works that way. And if you would do it on your phone or tablet, or at least if I would do it on my phone or tablet, I'll get a far better result with the strategy. So see you there, see you soon. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.